Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Tips on Tuesday. So this week we're continuing our On the Course series, and today I'm going to be on the fourth of the Old. So on the tee here on the fourth, the main thing to think about is that bunker in the middle of the fairway. So it's really important to pick the right club that's not going to end up in there, because as soon as you end up in there you're going to have to just chip out and take your medicine. So it's around 250 to get into that bunker, so if you feel like you've got that in the locker with your driver, you feel like you can carry that, then take it on. Definitely go for it. But for those slightly shorter hitters, definitely take a club that's going to stay back of that bunker to give yourself the chance to hit your second shot onto the green and hopefully have a putt for par. So I'm going to hit my hybrid today and just try and land just short of that bunker to give myself a chance to then have a shot into the green. So there we go, it's just landed just short and rolled up just to the right of that bunker. So after hitting a good tee shot, you might get a little bit unlucky and end up on this downslope just in front of that bunker we were talking about on the tee. So really important thing here is to hit the right club with the right amount of loft to get over that lip. So from 190 yards out, it might normally be a wood or a hybrid for some of you. So I think it's important to then think about taking a little bit more loft that might not actually get to the green, but it's definitely going to get you over that bunker and avoid you going into the bunker. So I've gone up a couple of clubs, I'm going to fly it towards the green. Hopefully it'll bounce up and get as close as possible and still give me a chance to get up and down. So let's give that a go. So it's worked out quite well. It came out a bit lower than I was expecting, but got up over that lip. We've got hopefully a chip and a putt for par. So if you do find yourself in this fairway bunker, it's really important to take your medicine. As you can see, that lip is taller than myself, so I'm not going to get a club that's going to go 190 yards out of this bunker. So I'm going to take my gap wedge and think about what shot I want into the green that's going to give me the best chance to try and get that close and give myself a chance for par. So I'm going to take this club, get it out there 80-90 yards, give myself that 100-yard shot in to try and hit it close. So there we go, we've popped it out back into the fairway, give ourselves a chance. So if you're one of those longer hitters who's just flown that middle bunker and we found ourselves in the fairway about 140 yards out, or perhaps you've gone in there and you've had to chip out and take your medicine, we've now got a tricky approach shot. So there's a big undulation on the left front of this, all around the apron of this green, and there's a bit more trouble on the left. So I think a good shot into this green is just to aim for the centre. Wherever that pin is, don't go chasing, because miss left and right and you're in a bit of trouble. So let's give that a try. So a solid shot there into the centre of the green. So if you do happen to pull your approach shot into the green over on the left, we've got a bit of a slope to contend with our chip shot. Where the pin is today, I've got a bit of green to work with, but if the pin was a bit close on this left hand side, it'd be a really difficult up and down. So most of the time it will come off that slope and end up on a flat area here. So it's a good chance to get up and down from the flat. But if you find yourself on one of these slopes, perhaps this way, or you're stuck on the slope here, really important to get those shoulders in line with the slope to really focus on that good contact. So let's give that a go. So really nice contact there, it's flown up a couple of bounces and stopped near the hole. So I've reached my approach shot up here on the green, I've found the centre of the green, I've got about 30 feet left, and this green is reasonably flat. It's a little bit right to left as you walk up to the hole, so I know that my putt now is a little bit uphill. So let's give it a go. So all in all, if you can get out of the fourth with a par, I think you're doing very well, and a 5 is actually a pretty good score in here. I think the key thing is going to be that drive, staying out of that fairway bunker, and then a nice approach to the middle of the green to keep those big numbers off your scorecard. We'll see you all next week.